come down to Brighton for a bit of a winter sail, just over one day, an overnight trip. Just going to have a quick run up to Wivenhoe because I ain't got much light left today, not much time, but we're going to go a little bit further out tomorrow. Got to be back on the mooring for around about 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock tomorrow. It's not too cold, it's supposed to be about 5 degrees, between 5 and 7 degrees. Just got the mainsail up at the moment. The engine's running because the batteries are a bit low, so I'm just giving them a bit of a boost charge. There's Bateman's Tower off of Brighton Sea. You know when you're close to home, when you see that in the horizon. Fairly calm. The wind over the next 24 hours not supposed to be much above 10 knots. Just nice to get out again. Mainsail only. I can't be bothered to tack the Genoa up the river. Going to turn up towards Wivenhoe shortly. Only for a couple of hours sail, then back down to probably Pyfleet Creek, staying there overnight. Let's see how we go. Starting to lose the light a bit now. Still heading up the river. Still got the engine running. As you can see, the GPS speed is pretty low. Tacking against the wind. Up. Just going to get to the speed marker, then I'm going to turn around and then we'll have a run back to the anchorage. It's getting a bit cold now. It's trouble because you're sitting around doing nothing because there's not a lot of movement going on. You do tend to get a bit cold. Got my jacket on though, which has helped. Going to round this marker and then head back. Head back towards the Pyfleet. More or less dark by the time we got there. I've got the navigation lights on now, but plus it gives me now a navigation hazard. I'm going to run into the anchorage under sail alone. I'm going to shut the engine off in a second. It's been running now for about over an hour, so the battery should be nicely charged. Round the marker, shut the engine off so everything's nice and quiet. Have a nice leisurely cool evening sail back to the anchorage. Sail's been pushed out, now running. The wind's more or less behind us. Not going any speed because as you can see by the flag we're not got a lot of wind going on. But who's in a hurry? Won't be long before the summer months come along so we can enjoy the boat a bit more. Currently doing about 2.8 knots over the ground. We're also running back with the tide, which is helping. Tide's on the way out now. Right, we're in the boat now. It's getting nice and warm now. I've got my little candle lantern thing going. It's quite good. They brought this in the range. It gets quite warm. It's quite nice and hot, reasonable hot to the touch. It's not so hot that it gets dangerous, but it's 5 or 6 tea lights in there. We've got the dinner on the go. We've got stewed beef and vegetables. Kettle going, hot drink. Feels alright in here at the moment. It's well vented, this cabin. You've got open vents here just in case anyone's wondering about the CO. Also have a CO and gas alarm in here anyways, just in case there is an issue. The trouble is with winter sailing is that it gets dark quick. It's only about 5 o'clock and it's almost pitch black outside, so there's not much you can do about that really, is there? Anyway, it's just a nice few days away. Nice just to get away, just for the hell of it really, isn't it? Back to dinner, it's starting to bubble way. Just having some dinner now. It's a good way of getting yourself warm, is having some warm food. Testing one of these little cooking heaters at the moment, just to try it out. Basically sits on top of the stove and you think basically shields the flame away from anything that's dangerous and gets hot. It's made of metal with a core. It's 5 degrees, just over 5 degrees when I started half hour ago. Internal temperature, well, it's 4 degrees outside now. Internal temperature is now 7.8 and rising slightly. 7.9, there we go. See, let's see. I just want to say how it's enough to take the chill off the air. As long as you get up to about 10 degrees, you're fine. It's that and some warm clothing, and it's perfectly adequate. You have to see how it goes. A bit of entertainment. Tablet with a few films on is always good for entertainment. Another warm drink on the go. A bit of hot chocolate. That's still going. Got it on sort of like a medium heat. It's working alright. There's no condensation on the windows. The temperature's now up to 14.6 degrees, so it's pretty comfortable. It seems that they work well.
Make it secure, will you? Captain, do you think it's time we started getting things organized all right? Yes, I think you're right. Well, I get Sergeant Watson to make it.
Only about 10 quid on eBay.
We need some of your fuel. Leave that to Moran. Maybe you better check on our water supply.
Look at that. Leave plenty of ventilation. I've cracked the top open a little bit to allow a bit of extra ventilation, and also cracked the front opener, a hatch open a little bit as well to have a bit of free flow. Going to watch another film, take us up to about 10 o'clock, and then turn in.
Well, we're not due in Benghazi till, well, now.
Just coming off the mooring, sailing off. Been in Pyfleet Creek for the night. Nice comfortable night. Warm enough with that little heater going. Had breakfast. We're now sailing off the mooring. In the summertime this creek is pretty much full up. All of these moorings are normally full up. Obviously because it's the winter time, a lot of people are taking their boats out. Probably be only boat on the water today, to be honest. It actually feels milder today than what it did yesterday. On full sail, apart from the Genoa's reefed in a little bit. Have a nice leisurely cruise up and down the estuary. I've got around about 3 hours to play with to do what I fancy. Picking up a little bit of speed now. I think it's because we're coming out of the lee of the land from the creek. 2.26 knots. Making short tacks up the river. Sun's coming out. It's turned into a nice day. The thing about sailing this time of the year, you're more or less on your own. There is another sailing that I noticed. distance. So I'm not the only mad fool out here in the winter. Still, it's good to make use of the days while you're gone. Still short tacking down to the Colne. Hit landfall on that side now. It was marshes where the firing range at Wivenhoe, just over there, just past that part. Hit land. I think that's Wick, I think they call it. Back end of Colchester. Part that you pass through when you drive to Mersey Island. On the other side you got Ulster Creek and the works there in the distance. If you can zoom in, if I can see. There's a new house being built just there, brand new. What a place to live. They've got their life sorted. Lovely views across the estuary, across the river. Lots of bird life on the river this time of the year. No other boats. There's a gaff rig boat coming up, coming out of Brightonsea. When I was coming out of Pyfleet, it's followed me up. It's a long way in the distance though. Somebody making use of the day. Still cloudy, but with some nice blue sky. Just nice to be out and making use of it, to be honest. I'm not out for another night. I'm going to sort of go up and then maybe get to Wivenhoe. I don't know if I've got time because there's not a lot of wind, so we're not making that much very fast progress, but see how far we get. Got to be back on the mooring for about 3 o'clock. On the way back to Brightonsea now. Picked up a little bit of wind now, so we've got a little bit of extra speed. Be back on the mooring in about an hour or so.